Peter Zeihan is a well-known American geopolitical strategist, author, and public speaker. He's the founder and CEO of Zeihan on Geopolitics, a consulting firm that provides analysis and insights into global affairs. Zeihan is known for his unconventional and provocative views on international relations, which he presents in a highly engaging and entertaining style. According to Peter Zeihan, Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine hold a significant advantage in the global market as the #1 exporters of natural gas, potash, neon, wheat, fertilizers, uranium, processed nickel, and semi-finished iron. They are collectively the second largest exporters of crude oil, refined copper, steel, ammonia, sawn wood, and refined oil products. And also, they are the third largest exporters of coal, aluminum gas turbines, and titanium. The collapse of the Soviet system in the 1990s resulted in the breakdown of the entire industrial base. However, the power generation infrastructure remained intact, providing a unique opportunity to utilize the surplus electricity for economic growth. The Soviet system did not have access to bauxite, which is the essential material for aluminum production. Therefore, in the 90s, these countries imported bauxite from other places, utilized their spare power to manufacture aluminum, and exported it. This strategic move not only helped to boost the economy, but also established a position of strength in the global market. According to Peter Zeihan, the current situation is alarming. Most of the bauxite that was used for producing titanium came from countries like Australia or Ireland, which have actively supported sanctions against the Russian system. This has resulted in the complete shutdown of the titanium industry. Moreover, the ore used for producing titanium comes from Ukraine, which is then processed in Russia, leading to a complete halt in production. Do not forget the consequences of Brexit. The Brits have now realized the dire need to enter into a free trade deal with North Americans, especially the United States, to ensure their economic growth. Peter asserts that the successful future of the European aerospace industry hinges on the implementation of daring measures. One such action is for Britain to part ways with the Airbus family of European aerospace companies and join forces with Boeing. It's clear that Britain's contribution to Airbus, including engines and wings, is essential. However, most of the aluminum and titanium, key materials for the aerospace industry, are currently supplied to Airbus from the former Soviet world. Joining Boeing would secure a reliable supply chain and ensure that the future of European aerospace is not compromised by a shortage of essential materials. The critical role of platinum, palladium, and rhodium as core materials cannot be overstated, as they are essential for regulating electrons. Additionally, neon plays a crucial role in semiconductor fab facilities, as it is used in cartridges to focus the aperture of etching lasers. Unfortunately, neon production is facing a significant challenge. The production process involves a two-step process, which begins with air separation attached to a steel mill in the former Soviet world, primarily located in southern Russia. However, these facilities are all under sanction and are barely operating anymore. In the second stage, the gases that are not used in steel production, such as helium, argon, carbon dioxide, and neon, are collected and separated in a more advanced facility. These facilities were formerly located in Mariupol, which unfortunately no longer exists. The world is currently grappling with a dire situation, as 70% of the global neon supply has been lost. This critical loss of neon, a vital component used in the production of microchips, is predicted to result in a severe shortage of microchips in as little as a year from now. This shortage will have a profound impact on numerous industries, including aerospace, automotive, agriculture, satellites, and phones, which are all heavily reliant on microchips. Unfortunately, the issue is compounded by the fact that only a handful of countries, namely Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and the United States, possess the capability to produce high-quality and medium-quality microchips, which are crucial for the smooth functioning of various industries. On the other hand, China is the sole producer of cheap microchips that are widely used in everyday devices like smart pens. According to the challenge, China accounts for the remaining 30% of the global neon production, making the situation all the more complex. Russia, which is known to be the world's top wheat exporter, has carried out an invasion of the fifth largest wheat exporting country with a specific focus on targeting crucial physical infrastructure, particularly agricultural infrastructure. As a result of this military aggression, there has been a significant disruption in the supply and demand of key agricultural commodities, such as fertilizer, potash, and ammonia. Hence, the consequences of this could be soon felt worldwide. This situation is particularly alarming given the fact that the Russian space is the largest supplier of essential nutrients that enables people to grow their own food, and that up to 40% of the world's potash supply is sourced from Russia and Belarus. However, the invasion and subsequent conflict have resulted in a reduction of between 20 and 40% of all nutrients in the Russian space. As per Peter Zeihan, the implications of this are far-reaching and could have a profound impact on global food security. With such a significant reduction in the availability of critical nutrients, agricultural yields in affected regions are likely to decrease, leading to potential food shortages and price hikes in various parts of the world. Russia's petrochemical facilities, which were built in the 60s under Khrushchev, are now in a state of decay. Despite Western technology and investment, they're barely functioning. The inevitable has happened, and we're now seeing industrial accidents of a catastrophic scale in Russian industry. Take a look at this pipeline map. The green pipes indicate oil pipelines, and there are two crucial ports highlighted: Primorsk, located on the Baltic Sea, and Novorossiysk, situated on the Black Sea. The ports are crucial for insurance purposes, and without insurance, ships cannot enter or leave ports or traverse through restricted waterways such as the Suez. Starting this year, the Europeans have denied insurance policies for Russian ships, which represents 90% of global coverage. Moreover, global reinsurance companies that insure insurance companies have also announced their intention to stop insuring Russian vessels. Peter Zeihan suggests it's crucial that we pay attention to the facts behind the news reports about the price cap. While it may be tempting to focus on the numbers, what really matters is the insurance, and unfortunately, it's already gone. Just in the past week and a half, we've seen exports out of Russia drop by a staggering 1.5 million barrels a day. This is not something to take lightly, because unlike Texas, shutting down a well in Russia's permafrost means it will freeze solid, and the byproduct water turns into ice. The consequences of this are dire. As you know that when water freezes into ice, it expands and can even cause pipes to burst from the inside. This is a serious issue in Siberia, where they produce about 1.5 million barrels of crude oil per day. If they try to produce any more, they risk damaging the permafrost wells, which could take decades to repair. We've already seen the devastating effects of a collapsed system when it took Western Tech's 30 years to repair the damage caused by the permafrost wells going offline in 1989. With Western Techs no longer around to help, we could be looking at a scenario where 2 to 4 million barrels of crude oil go offline and don't come back for decades. Do you know how crucial fuel is for our day-to-day activities? Without fuel, everything stops. You can't get to work, businesses can't operate, and the economy suffers. It's not like food where you can switch from wheat to corn or soy if one is unavailable. Losing just 2 million barrels a day of Siberian crude can cause energy prices to skyrocket by $60. That's a significant increase that affects everyone. And now we're facing a shortage of natural gas. The Reds are replacing the Greens. The Nord Stream pipeline, which supplies 40% of Germany's natural gas demand, is gone. It's not a marginal supplier, it's their primary source. Losing just 2% of supplies can lead to a 50% increase in prices. The current state of America's energy security is a cause for concern. Despite our paranoia about where we source our energy, we've been complacent in relying on imports from countries such as Canada, Mexico, Arabia, and even Venezuela, without paying enough attention to the risks involved. Natural gas, a crucial component of the German energy system, is also primarily used for petrochemicals that are processed into a wide range of everyday goods. Without it, the entire system comes to a halt. Since the supply of natural gas has been disrupted, the country has been forced to rely on 7 different suppliers, resulting in a significant increase in prices, up to 6 or 7 times more than before the war. This has a ripple effect across the economy, affecting everything from manufacturing to transportation and beyond. Moreover, the current heatwave in Germany, which has been making headlines, highlights the need to take immediate action to secure our energy supply. The recent freak heatwave in Berlin, which saw temperatures reach a scorching 50 degrees on New Year's Day, had a significant impact on the natural gas market in the region. In order to get things back under control, the industrial usage of natural gas was shut down, resulting in a temporary reduction in prices. However, this is not a sustainable solution, and with the impending threat of a cold snap, things could easily take a turn for the worse. To make matters worse, the conflict zone in the region means that the backup plan for natural gas involves pipes that are in danger of being destroyed in an artillery war. This is a cause for concern for anyone who relies on German manufacturing, as it could lead to a significant disruption in supply chains and cause irreparable damage to the industry. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, now is the time to act. This could be the last model available due to the impending collapse of the German manufacturing system, which could occur in less than 2 years. The closest natural gas source to Germany that's not Russian is in Nigeria, but it will take at least 15 years to get it online, which means that the situation is likely to get worse before there's a chance for it to get better. And that concludes our discussion on why Peter Zeihan believes that Russia's economy is now hell on earth. As we've seen, Russia has faced significant economic challenges in recent years, including declining oil prices, economic sanctions, and political instability. These factors have all contributed to a struggling economy that is experiencing high inflation, low growth, and a declining population. Despite these challenges, however, Russia remains a major global power and continues to exert significant influence on the world stage. As we move forward, it will be interesting to see how Russia navigates these economic challenges and what steps they take to ensure a more stable and prosperous future for their citizens. Thank you for joining us for this discussion, and we hope that you found it informative and thought-provoking. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and we'll see you next time.